explain that. You can't contain the part of your brain, you just can't take the plain fact that this is the LDBC, you don't tell us how to act. And if you hate the content, then take a step back. Why watch the video? How you gonna explain that? How you gonna explain that? How you gonna explain that? No, Harrison, there'll never be no comparison. You're live on the show, sit back and have a listen.
All right. LDWMAC. This is your boy, the Coach. You're live on the Coach Show, the Coach Show Live. Listen, folks, I've been pumped up, and I've been secretly pumped up about this fight. I ain't gonna even lie, man. I've been low-key pumped up about this fight. You got Fairtex versus Angela Unstoppable Lee. And y'all know I'm a huge Angela Lee fan. I've always been a fan of her submission game. I've just been a huge fan of her work. Fairtex, you know what? She's a tough competitor. She's very tough. Fairtex has completely, exponentially just gotten better, and she gets better every fight, and you can tell that she's better every fight. I'll do some preliminary thoughts, okay, here on this video breakdown. And when I say video breakdown, I'm just going to point in spots on the video, but you know, YouTube and these YouTube rules, man, you have to be careful, so that's what I'm doing. The commentary on Fairtex fights, it's a little overboard for me. It's too much, okay? Because they act like Stamp don't have any flaws, and she's got many. They talk about Stamp like she's this grappler who just made all these like leaps and bounds, and that's not the case. I do appreciate the fact that Fairtex she'll get to the ground. She'll go on the ground with somebody who's experienced. Like Stamp don't give up. Stamp don't care. Fairtex don't care. Stamp will fight you where you at, okay? If you tell Fairtex, okay, well, all you can do is strike with me, you know, but you can't take me on the ground. Fairtex will be like, okay, let's go to the ground. And I respect that. I appreciate that about her, man. Like, Stamp isn't just content on just being a tie fighter, a striker, you know. I think her game has evolved, though, a whole lot more than what people keep saying. And I get kind of irritated. Oh, well, she was a tie fighter. She's a tie fighter. No, I think Fairtex, she's starting to become a well-rounded fighter. You know, Stamp is young. She's still young. She still got a lot of stuff that she really, you know, have to work on. But, man, from what I see, you know, Stamp is ferocious, man. You know, Stamp is a dog. Like, Fairtex is a dog. And I'm talking about there's no quitting this girl. Like, this girl's a dog. Like, she coming in there, and you know if you fight her, you got to fight Fairtex to the death. Now, there is that one issue where Stamp says she didn't tap, and we'll talk about that later in the video. You got Angela Unstoppable Lee. You know, Angela Lee, what I appreciate about Angela, she's not a striker. No, her striking is it's not that good. But Angela Lee will bang with you. She'll bang. Like, she'll stand in the pocket with you, and I can respect that. Now, you know, we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about Angela Lee. And maybe why she wouldn't want to stand in the pocket. But see, there's a lot, you know, please just listen to this video, okay? Angela Lee had that horrible car accident back in 2017, and, you know, it took her a while to recover, man. And I was shocked that she came back into the octagon so fast after that accident. But, you know, she got beat, you know, coming back. And it's crazy. And now, you know, Angela Lee hadn't fought in damn near 3 years, okay? She got pregnant, and, of course, you have to take the time off. And I'm just wondering now, has she had enough time to get her body acclimated back to, you know, high level fighting? I mean, you leave a pregnancy and the first person you face is Fairtex. Like, you got to respect that. Angela Lee could have took a light touch, man. She could have took a light touch. And I'm talking about, man, but nah, man, you know, because Fairtex been talking a lot of she been talking it, man. And so Angela Lee was like, okay, let's go ahead. Let's get the smoke. You got to respect. These are two world-class fighters, man. They're true champions. And we're watching the best fighting the best. So, guys, let me go ahead and I'm going to break down this video for y'all and points in the fight that, you know, I think that these two may or may not want to, you know, like pay attention to so they can win the fight. Okay, guys, thank you for watching and check it out now. Here we go. Okay, I want to show y'all this, guys. Every single grappler that I've seen, just about every grappler, wrestler, guys, they all do the same thing. They leave their head exposed, okay? It's when they go for a takedown, their heads are exposed, okay? It's an open shot. The problem is that a lot of fighters lack the timing. They lack the timing needed to really catch this. Like, Guys, y'all see this? And when I first saw this, I said, you know what? Stamp Fairtex is a beast, because Stamp immediately, what she saw this right here open. So I started thinking, okay, is Stamp Fairtex going to take this knee and drive it up? Okay. Or is Stamp is going to take the short knee and throw it here? You know, and it'd have been a little bit more difficult for her to throw this knee right here. It'd have been a little bit more difficult because she's already got a wide stance. So, you know, I started thinking, okay, I think Stamp is going to throw this knee because Stamp can see that the head is open. This girl right here, I think, let me say her name correctly. It's Rashuda. If I'm saying her name wrong, just forgive me, okay, because her name is hard to pronounce. But it was wide open. So Stamp threw a jab. This girl right here, she slipped the jab, then she shot under for a takedown. You can see, man, the girl's head is wide open. I mean, it's nothing there. So at first, what Stamp does is that Stamp, I thought that she was going to try, when I saw her move, I thought that, okay, I thought that Stamp was going to try to throw the short knee, like throw the knee up there. But no. So Stamp takes a step back. But I'm going to tell you, man, why this is important, okay? Watch this, okay? Stamp is going to put this girl in a tie clinch. That right there is wide open. Okay, that's wide open all day. And see, with these grapplers, like Angela Lee, they all lead with their head. For some reason, it's a thing, man, where they lead. Even when I wrestle, you know, I was taught, you know, you got to change levels. You got to drop your head. You got to shoot, you know? And, you know, not knowing that, you know what, you can get caught. And that's what, you know, wrestling coaches, they don't tell you that you can get caught coming in, okay? And most wrestlers, they're off balance when they shoot. And if you catch it like Stamp, boom, she lays that knee in there. She puts it in there. That's wide open all day. Stamp Fairtex, she's going to have to utilize that. And Angela Lee, she's going to present the same opening, okay? Now, these two, this isn't an Angela Lee, but Angela Lee, I've seen Angela Lee lean in with her head and go for the takedown. That's going to be open. Stamp Fairtex has to be aware of this, okay? She got to be aware, but see, Angela, she's a little bit smarter. Angela Lee, she's going to feint. She's going to throw feints to try to draw Stamp Fairtex off balance. She's going to try to do that. But the bottom line is that Stamp Fairtex is going to have to recognize and see that this, you know, these grapplers, these wrestlers, they're going to do the same thing. They're going to shoot in. I mean, if we play it back, really play back, okay, they all shoot in. They all do this, okay? They all do it. I mean, if I give you a video film study of just grapplers and wrestlers doing this, all of them do it. And Stamp is like, okay, this knee's open. Okay, it's there. So I thought when I saw this at first in full speed, I said, oh, she finna throw that knee. Well, she waited, she clenched her, and then she said, boom, that's open. And that hurt. I mean, look, man, the legs don't lie. I want y'all to look at this girl's legs. Wobbled her, just like that. Oh, yeah. And I even think if Stamp would have followed back up, really jumped on top of her, Stamp could have got her out of there. She was buzzed. This girl was buzzed completely, okay? All right. Stamp Fairtex, we'll talk about things that maybe she shouldn't do, okay? Hold on one second. Let's go ahead and move on to the next clip. Now, I want y'all to see something. This girl that she was fighting, you know, Raoshna. Okay, she was fighting this girl. This time, after she got caught with the knee the first time, she takes an angle. And I want y'all to see that because Angela Lee is going to do the same. She's going to take an angle. So she takes an angle this time. Instead of going like right for the single leg, she does it at an angle. The first time she went straight ahead this way. And so Stamp Fairtex recognized that and she saw the knee, and so she did follow it up with a knee. Well, this time Stamp Fairtex isn't going to be able to do that because she takes it at an angle. And guys, I want y'all to see Stamp Fairtex has to be aware, and she's got to be ready. She's got to be ready because when she gets these takedowns, or if Stamp gets taken down, and you know, Stamp is still working hard on her grappling, and she's working on a takedown defense. I actually think Stamp's takedown defense is actually pretty decent. Here, she just got caught. Okay, Stamp Fairtex just got caught, and see right here, she's going to the ground. She's going for the ride. The problem is, though, is that Stamp kind of just said, okay, I'm going to go to her world, and I think the Stamp Fairtex need to avoid this. I don't think Stamp need to, you know, except just going down to a world. Now, she got taken down legit. But see, I want y'all to watch when Stamp was down there. Okay? Like, Stamp Fairtex already like, look, let me throw up a guard. Here. Let me throw up something. Let me throw up this guard. And Stamp was working to try to get this girl in the guard. And it looked like Stamp was trying for a triangle right there. And so, I started looking at this. I'm like, damn, okay. See, she's not just a TIE fighter, okay? She's actually, trying to do something well rounded. She's trying to get this girl, she's trying to put her, she was thinking about the triangle, and then she just put her in the guard. But I felt like Stamp was a little bit too accepting of this position. And I think with grapplers like this girl and grapplers like Angela Unstoppable Lee, she's probably going to have to try to get up, okay? Try to shimmy back to the fence. Um, she can't accept a position like this with Angela Lee because she'll get submitted, okay? And I'm telling you, Angela Lee is 10 times the submission specialist that this girl Ryhoda is. And I just kind of watched a couple of her fights. She's nowhere on the level of Angela Lee. Angela Lee, submission-wise, is on a whole nother level. And Stamp has to be aware, man. She got to be aware. She got to be aware, too. What Stamp should do when a fighter takes an angle at her, Stamp needs to turn her body, okay? As she's defending the takedown, Stamp needs to turn her body. She should have turned her body to the left, okay, and then threw the damn knee, okay? She could have did that. Because all grapplers, they're not gonna grapple you head on. They're gonna make adjustments. If they get hit, they're going to make the adjustment. At this point, me personally, I wish Stamp would have just rotated just slightly. I wish she'd have rotated her body slightly that way. Okay? And see, then she could have controlled the grappling position. She could have controlled this takedown defense. And then I wish she would have rotated slightly and then threw the knee. But sometimes, too, it's just we're not in there. And when you're in there in the heat of the battle, hell, you do the first thing that comes instinctively. And here in this clip, you can see Stamp making an effort to try to fight this girl on the ground. But this girl who's on top of her, she's very experienced, okay? She's very experienced, and she's not going to go. It's levels to jiu-jitsu, guys. It's levels to grappling. It's levels to it. And she's recognizing, oh, she's going to try to throw up a triangle. I see this. And, the triangle attempt, this girl saw it coming and she got out of it. And in fact, she got out of that and she pretty much tried to reverse and she tried to do her own damn submission. So I think with Angela Lee, Stamp should not try to go there. She shouldn't. She should try to get up more so than try to throw submissions, because when you're trying to submit a submitter, they're just going to counter. You can counter people's submissions. You got Angela Lee is probably one of the best submission counterers in WMMA. Now, I think Valentina Shevchenko is a very good submission counterer. We can talk about this. We can talk about people who can counter your submissions. Angela Lee is one of those people. She's one of the best submission counterers, probably one of the best in MMA, and she's going to do it. You also got Mackenzie Dern. She's a submission counterer. Okay? If you go to the world of jiu-jitsu, these people, they're going to submit you. The question that people always ask, did Stamp Fairtex tap out? Did she tap out? The answer to me is yes. It was a tap. I don't know what Stamp's excuses were, but I'm going to tell you, this guillotine choke was tight. It was real tight. Stamp face was turning bright red, and Stamp was about to be out of there. Stamp was about to go to sleep, okay? And this is a tap, okay? I don't care how you slice it. That's a tap, y'all. That is a tap. And Stamp, her explanation was, she said, hey, it was the end of the round. And, I thought that I heard the bell at the end of the round. I thought I heard that. And, she wouldn't let go. She wouldn't let it go. She just wouldn't let go. And so I was telling her, hey, let it go. It's the end of the round. But still, even if that's Stamp's excuse and if that's her mistake, you made a mistake. And you made a mistake against one of the best submission specialists in the damn. You made a mistake against a very good submission specialist. Not one of the best, but a good one. And she paid the price. But that, to me, was a learning experience for Stamp Fairtex. Okay, listen. Angela Lee need to cut this shit out right here. She need to cut this shit out. You cannot. If you do this with Stamp Fairtex, you're going to get knocked out. Okay, me being an Angela Lee fan, cut this shit out. Cut it out. You're trying to go in the pocket with somebody who's an experienced striker, and this is Zhong. Zhong can knock the lights out of somebody. So Angela Lee says, okay, I'm going to kick her. I'm going to stand in the pocket with her. Well, if y'all think she saw this, do y'all think Stamp Fairtex going to see this? Girl kicked the leg right from up under her ass. Kicked her right in the damn leg. Knocked her, stumbled her. And then guess what? Guess what happens? Guess what happens? Okay, guess what happens? Look. Here we go. Seriously. Boom. Right there. She got hit again. She got caught again. Look. Boom. Right there. She got knocked out in this damn fight too, or it was either this one or I want to think this the first fight they had. She got knocked out. Got knocked out. Got curled up in the body because you trying to stand in the pocket. You can't eat them kind of shots like that. Hell, cut this shit out. This ain't gonna work for you. This is bad for you. This is bad for you, real bad. See, me being an Angela Lee fan, I do appreciate that she wants to trade and bang. I got it. But this is not good for a fight of this magnitude and against Stamp Fairtex. Cut it out. Cut it out. Don't do it. See, she throws a good jab. This is a good jab, but look, man, Zhang is like, oh, that's it. That's all you coming with. What? And then what happens? Boom, hit her dead in the damn chest. Like, and then came back up. Then coming back up with another overhand right. Okay, now she missed that one. But this is dangerous, man. Angela Lee don't give two Fs. She don't give two Fs. Like, Stamp Fairtex is she's a precision striker. Okay? Whatever this girl Jean could do, Stamp Fairtex is 10 times better. Okay? I don't think Angela Lee need to take this approach, okay? Because Angela going to get laid out. She going to get laid out on that damn canvas, or she going to be balling up in a damn ball somewhere, okay? Cut it out. Okay, this is not something you want to do. You got to use your strong points. Angela Lee needs to throw the jab her way into the inside. Stamp Fairtex reacts very, very heavily to jabs. That's an opportunity because Stamp Fairtex is lightning fast. I think Stamp has a speed advantage over Angela Lee. She's got the definite speed advantage, in my opinion. Angela Lee gonna have to be a little smart. Right now, to me, it seems like I really want to go with Angela Lee. I want to say that it's a 50-50 fight, in my opinion, okay? I'm going to favor Angela Lee a little bit. But, guys, if I favor Lee, that don't mean that I don't think Stamp can win. I think Stamp Fairtex, if her takedown defense is good, and if she can really take Angela Lee into deep waters, and I'm talking about bury Angela Lee in deep waters, Stamp Fairtex will win this fight. She just got to keep Angela Lee away. Because Angela, she don't cut the octagon off that well. She's not like she's flat-footed. She's very flat-footed. And see, Stamp can move around. Stamp got that mobility that Angela Lee don't have. And so, therefore, if she's got the mobility that Angela Lee don't have, Stamp can run away with this thing. Because Angela Lee, she don't move her head. Okay? She's not a stand-up artist. See, Stamp, she got to take advantage of this. Now, this fight get into the ground, Angela Lee, look, Stamp Fairtex going out. Okay? She going to submit her. And Angela Lee can transition from submission to submission. That is crazy. She can be doing an armbar. Next thing you know, Angela Lee can rotate over to your damn back. Like, she's that fast in submissions when she's on the ground. This is a good fight, guys. It's a 50-50 fight in my opinion. But, of course, I'm a fanboy. I'm going to go with my girl Angela Lee. But in my heart, I really do feel like Stamp Fairtex is going to win this fight. I'm done.